Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome back to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have this wonderful opportunity to lead you today in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Hey, this is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. That grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you express it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because mourning is a good thing. And I'm glad that you're with us on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 301. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to talk about grief can be shared. How grief can be shared. Let's talk about it. There's a popular misconception that says that grief can't be shared, that each grieving person just has to figure it out to get through it on their own. In reality, grief must be shared. That's what healthy mourning is all about. We talk about this all the time, y'all. We talk about the power and the importance of a village, the power and the importance of community, and how we journey together. We navigate through this grief journey together. People will say it can't be shared. You got to go through it on your own. There's an aspect where you do got to deal. You got to deal with your feelings. But the thing is, we can share our grief journey. We can share what we're feeling. It's all about sharing. It's all about doing this thing in community. It's all about doing it together. It's all about us uniting, coming together to help each other navigate through this journey called grief. There are other things when you talk about whether it's sickness or whether it's, somebody's having a baby or whether it's whatever the case may be. There's always instances where people come alongside people, right? And they help to do some of the heavy lifting. Now, I can't push the baby out, right? I can't do that, but I can support. I can hold your hand. I can take you to the hospital, right? I can get up when the baby is crying. I can come alongside. I can help, right? You got friends, they'll come over, they'll do your laundry, they'll do your dishes, they'll do this, that, they'll come alongside, they'll help. They'll share the responsibility, right? When people transition or when whatever it is, people will come alongside of you, right? They'll share in the responsibilities of helping you to navigate through what you're dealing with, and that's what it's all about, right? Sharing the journey with one another, helping one another as we navigate through this journey. That's the song, Never Would Have Made It Without You, right? And I know God, we talk about God, and that's applicable to God primarily, first and foremost. But there are people in our life that we look back and see how they helped us, how they had a hand in our growth and our development, how they shaped us, how they helped us to navigate through pivotal circumstances, trials, troubles, and tribulations, right? That this is indeed something that we can share. Reality grief must be shared, right? That's what healthy mourning is all about. It's about sharing our grief. While it's true I experience my own unique inner grief, my experience has a lot in common with the grief of others. Plus, we need to support each other in our grief. We need to talk about it and normalize it. We need to bear witness to and companion each other, right? My experience has a lot in common with the grief of others. And we got to talk about it. We got to share. That's how we're going to navigate through this thing, right? That we do it in community. It takes a village, right? This whole thing was birthed out of sharing, of community, of togetherness, of establishing a village to help each other. I don't know if y'all been helped. I don't know if y'all been blessed. This is year 2. We about to go on year 3 if the Lord say the same. I don't know if it's been a blessing to you, but that's been the whole premise of the whole thing. You don't have to go at it alone. That we'll share our stories. We'll share our grief. We'll share this opportunity to be able to come together virtually, right? And prayerfully do more in the future, but we're sharing, right? Because iron sharpens iron. We overcome the enemy by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. My testimony is a blessing to you. Your testimony is a blessing to me. And as we dare to share, we navigate through this thing together. Our small steps take us to great distances, and it helps us as we navigate through the journey. So it must be shared. While it's true I experienced my own unique inner grief, my experience has a lot in common with the grief of others. Plus, we need to support each other in our grief. We need to talk about it and normalize it. We need to bear witness to and companion each other. Just as we share love, we must share grief. Just as we share love, we must share grief. Here's the final thought. I am part of the tight knit web of humanity. I am part of the tight knit web of humanity. And just like we share love, my brothers and sisters, we got to share our grief. I want to challenge you, dare to share. Don't go at this thing by yourself. Don't feel as if don't nobody feel what I feel and I'm by myself and so I'm gonna just cut everybody off. Just like we share love, we also have to share grief. Do it in the village, do it in the community. Get with your people. Get in safe places and safe spaces where you can unload and offload, right? Share the cares of your heart as you navigate through this thing called grief. Today is day 301. I told y'all we was going to have a little fun. We talking about grief can be shared. And I dare each and every one of you to do just that. Share your grief, share what you're dealing with, share what you're going through. That's how we navigate through this thing called grief. Thank you so very much for joining us on today. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. Hopefully, I'll see y'all in just a minute as we dare to prepare to head to the house of God. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Let's go.